Welcome to the place where the magic happens. Conversations flow and the laughter snapping. Here at Netter's Network, where the stories come alive. Every episode's a journey, every guest a drive. Netter's Network, tune in for the show, where the headlines meet the heart, and we all get to know. From the highs to the lows, we've got it all in tow. Netter's Network, where the world's on the go.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Netter's Network Thursday Things. And I want to make sure that, yep, we seem to have a ghost guest on the screen.
Oh, sorry.
I'm like,
sorry about that.
Who that?
Sorry about that. In fact, you know what? Maybe I should go a little bit larger tonight.
You could definitely be larger.
Whoops. I didn't realize. How do I get rid of the circulars? There we go. That looks more normal.
Well, look, you don't need to change from being circular if you like being circular.
Well, it's just us. I'm not trying to make room for someone else tonight. I was just saying hi to everybody. I was trying to do the Netter thing in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, you're
Just saying hi to everybody.
Yep, it's like, who's gonna win? Who'll get their highs in first?
Oh, you have a head start on me, so.
My chat just jumped, so I'm hoping that I didn't miss anybody. I think I got everybody. If I missed saying hi to anybody in the chat, please let me know, because of course you know I gotta say hi to my sweeties, not just verbally, but in the chat as well. Okay, and now that I've said hello that way, let me go back up to the top here and
make sure you're showing Netter the love, because, well, actually, I don't know how many. Oh, yeah, there's 9 watching, 9 thumbs up, so maybe we can't get any more thumbs in here, but...
well, I don't know. If they got alternate IDs, you could come in and...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that really does any good in a live chat like this.
It's like, love me!
Exactly. But anyway, yeah. Well, hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today?
Yes, let me call up the first person that came into the chat, and that was the lovely Lady Miss with her pretty hearts and flowers for me in blue, because she knows that is my favorite color.
She's like lady encouragement, because not only does she come in and drop the emojis for you, but then she says hi to me too, which is so nice.
Yep. And what's really funny is now it's just kind of become an inside joke of the farty fox.
The farty fox, yeah.
Because it's the fox, and if you look at the picture, it looks like he's farting out hearts.
I think that's exactly what's intended by that particular emoji.
Well, it says, like, Shiba fox shaking its butt or something like that.
See, and that's something I find very interesting. I don't know if that description comes from YouTube or if it's determined by the platform.
Okay. I also want to say hello to Curtis Selby, who is saying howdy. Excuse me. Let's see. I'm trying not to let my chat jump. And JPRPH1 doing the Netter Network emojis. Thank you, sweetie.
And please accept my apologies in advance if I seem a little low energy. It looks like Thursdays are going to be my busy days. Going forward, I had liquid lunch today. I then went on to the Pop Culture Archivists, which apparently now I'm going to be a regular member of. And then next week, just before this stream, I will be on with 540 Studios for a guest appearance. So I'll probably be on most of the day next Thursday.
Well, that's good. You're getting yourself out there, babe.
I'm doing my best. I really am. I'm really trying to make this thing happen.
Yes, it's like spread the word.
Yeah.
Because ever since Troy got downsized, I guess you would call it, from his regular job, this is now his job.
Yeah.
So we're trying to make this.
I'm trying to market myself. I'm trying to sell myself.
Yes. So we're trying to make this viable as an income to replace what he lost. And yeah, so every little bit helps. I want to say hello to Big Al. He says, hello, my friends. Hope everyone is having a lovely evening. Have a great stream.
Thanks so much,
Thank
Al.
you, sweetie. I'm trying not to let my chat jump. There we go. USRNG say, I was starting to spell it out. Yeah, I'm a little tired today. I don't know why, but we'll get into that later.
She even got a nap in today, and she's still tired.
Yeah, like I said, I'll get into that in a bit. Also, USRNG is saying hi. Well, he's saying hi to Lady Miss. So he might be saying hi to other people too, but that's the first one I saw. So how you doing, sweetie? And then, of course, Mark Melnikoff, our favorite Klingon, saying, Kapla, here I are, release the Netterbots. The Netterbots. The Netterbots. That's a new thing. And, of course, we have deleted... Okay, new name. Deleted Scenes starring Stephen Otten.
Right.
Because he changed his name. And that does make him a heck of a lot easier to find in YouTube. In fact, if you just type in Stephen Otten, you find him.
Yeah. He's not the only Stephen Otten out there, but you find him pretty quick. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like, I think I found one or two other people that have Stephen Otten in their titles. But he's a heck of a lot easier to find under Stephen Otten than Deleted Scenes. Because every time I would do deleted scenes, either deleted without the underscore scene or deleted underscore scenes, even putting in like coming attractions or something, I can never find
Ironically, the first thing that I see every single time I search for deleted scenes comes up with Wednesday Addams deleted scenes, and it's a picture of Jenna Ortega as Wednesday Addams, but like computer generated because she looks sexy or something. It's like, what the hell is this?
Oh, the one where she's kind of pulling up the side of her
dress?
Yeah, I don't get that one.
It's clickbait. They make these AI thumbnails just to get your attention.
And Deleted Scene says to like, share, subscribe, comment, become a member. And if you're already a member, or even if you're not, maybe you consider gifting a member to membership
absolutely.
to someone.
Gifties.
If you look at my closing credits, you'll find that I have lost quite a few members because they had been gifted, and now their gift membership is over.
We do our best when we receive a gifted membership. We try so hard to earn the gifted membership, as a renewal, but. Interestingly, it doesn't always work out that great. Oftentimes, people get gifted memberships and they just never even show up.
Yeah, I've gotten gifted memberships to a couple channels that I don't really frequent. I mean, I try to go in there, but it's like a lot of times they're like during the day at parts where I am uber busy, and so I can't get over to their channel, and then I feel bad.
Yeah. But
it's like, I would say 90%, 99% of the people that get gifted memberships are people that come here on the regular.
Right.
But they don't renew, so that makes me sad.
It's challenging. That's the best way I can put it.
Yeah. And then Connie Cleary is saying hail to the chat. And Connie, I hope you're feeling better. She had dropped me a DM on Twitter saying that she wasn't feeling well. She had been in the ER because she wasn't feeling well. So I really do hope, sweetie, that you are feeling better and you are taking care of yourself.
Yeah, guys, take care of yourselves. We need you. You are our family. You are our backup. You're our army. We need you.
Please drop in the chat, Connie, how you're feeling, please. I really want to know. Then there's this last call, guys, saying... Hello to Netter. I love you. I think somebody's sweet on me.
I'm very sweet on you, but keep calling me that call guy, and that kind of goes along with the whole selling myself thing. So it doesn't sound good at all.
And now I don't remember if I said hello to you, you're getting a hello twice. JPRPH1 saying hello to people. If this is my first time mentioning you, well, then you get a single hi, sweetie.
There you go. Whatever.
I know somewhere in here I said hi back to you and that you are the love of my life, but
I'll take your word for it. It's always.
it was
in
the very
there.
first thing I.
That's fine. I know it's there somewhere.
Well, now I'm on a mission. Okay.
Oh, great. Mark says he's going to free up
There.
some street corners for me on the Model Railroad. Great. Just what I need.
There. Better saying hello to Troy, the love of her life.
There you go. Making sure it's there.
Okay. Last call. People saying
Last
hi to each
call
other.
for alcohol, make your dreams
Oh,
come
Geek
true.
Flag with Nate giving
Yeah.
a $2 super chat. Thank you so very much,
I didn't
sweetie.
want to get ahead of you, but I saw that too.
And saying like, share, subscribe, comment, and love. Oh, I love that.
That's sweet.
Thank you.
That is sweet. Possibly because I said share the love.
Or because I said love me.
Love me. love me do.
I want to make sure I
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
don't skip over anybody. Jesse Guajardo, how you doing, sweetie? Also saying hello to Netter and Troy. Come on, go up. There we go. Lady Mist, Sheba Dog, yeah, it says Sheba Dog shaking his body from left to right, surrounded by red hearts. It's our farty dog.
It's a farty dog,
I
yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Thank you, sweetie. She knows that makes me laugh all the time.
Yep.
Whoop. Did I just miss somebody? Oh, okay, that one I saw. Sergeant Garatina, how you doing, sweetie? Welcome.
Hey, Sarge.
I'm trying to go slow because sometimes the chat jumps and then you miss somebody. I want to see what User G says. I am a member of Troy's channel and did get a notification from Troy's channel, but did get a notification from Netter and deleted scenes. That you had gotten a guest membership.
Yeah. See, here's the other thing too. The way I've seen it when I've gotten gifted memberships is I get an email from YouTube saying, you were gifted a membership on so-and-so's channel. I don't remember if it comes up in my notifications or not.
I don't think I've ever seen it in my notifications, but I have seen emails saying, you've been gifted membership. I think the last one I got was for Zax's channel.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. Nate says, pretty soon Troy's going to forget us, the little people.
No, I do not see that being even possible.
No, see, I'm a little people. I'm 5'4". So if he's not going to forget me, he's not going to forget you.
I'm not going to forget any of y'all.
I want to make sure I'm not missing any of my sweeties. Because you're all my sweeties. Boomer!
Hey, Boomer, good to see ya.
It's a rare Boomer sighting. How you doing, sweetie? I'm going to guess you're home from work. Let's see. Lady Miss, Usan G. Lady Miss. Okay, what's Mark saying? Troy Pacelli, going to free up some street corners for you.
Yeah,
Okay, on the model array.
Exactly.
And deleted scenes. A gifted one. Netter's Network membership. Thank you,
Oh,
sweetie.
that is so sweet of you.
Now I gotta see who that is. That is... Who is it? Oh, that's the wrong one. Ejecta Curtin received a gifted membership.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
That is amazing. Thank you. You guys are so amazing in Osmo.
Yes, you are.
I'm also trying not to miss any comments that need to be brought up. If I miss a comment that you wanted me to see, please put it again, because I'm trying to make sure I'm not forgetting to say hello to everyone. And so it's like if it looks like everyone's just saying hi to each other, I'm going past
Yeah.
them to get to the next person so I can say hello. Oh, Yusunji said, there is a typo in my comment about notification. It is Troy's channel, of which I'm a member, that I didn't get a notification from.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then once you are a member, I also, one of the things I do on all my streams is I mention you guys in every stream. Obviously, I put your names into the closing credits, but in the description of the video below, I list all of my channel members, and then before the stream, I go through and I tag each one of you. So you should be receiving a notification in YouTube. You know, Troy Pacelli, or Last Call with Troy Pacelli mentioned you in this video.
Yeah, I get those all the time.
Yep.
Lady Mrs. Sorry, I am 4 years old today. I love that. That's perfectly fine. Keep doing it. What is Mark saying? So now it's released in Netter Farts. No,
Release
no.
the Netter Farts. Yeah, just what
You
I
don't
need.
want that.
Thanks, man.
Okay, so Yusoji said, I'm a paying member of Troy's channel. The point was the notification about the show.
Oh.
Ah, okay.
Gotcha.
Do you have the little bell checked? I forget if it turns to gray or gets a check mark or something through it. Okay, Geek Flag. But Nate says, Netters, are you sure you are my wife? Or sure, I guess I'm not your wife. I wasn't separated by birth. Her favorite color is blue. She speaks French. Is also blonde and is 5'4". Maybe it's my twin.
Yeah, well, let's be fair. Netter is not truly fluent in French.
I used to be. When I was a child, my father used to speak French to me all the time.
That is the problem. If you
And-
don't keep
yeah.
up with it, you do lose
And
it.
then it just kind of faded away. So now it's very conversational, you know. Bonjour, comment ça va? Je m'appelle Nanette. Et toi?
Guten
and-
Tag. Oh, I'm sorry, that's German.
Yes, German. Although, I discovered that my family on my father's side is from the La France Furriers. They're not in business anymore, but it's the Edith Pinel La France in Canada, because they're French Canadian, and they were, I guess, really famous furriers. So if you look up La France Furriers, that's part of my family.
How cool is that? Sorry, that's a different YouTube channel.
Yes, but we like that channel too.
Yes, we do. I do.
Did I say hi to Connie? If not, I want to say hi to Connie now. Hey, Connie, how you doing, sweetie? Oh, yes, I did, because I asked how you were doing. Wilkies, movies, and music. How you doing, sweetie?
Good to see you, my friend.
Yes, very much so. And he just celebrated getting monetized, so whoop whoop.
Pretty fired up about that. You know, we've had a lot of channels. We've had a lot of hosts on here that have channels that have become monetized. We've had Corey from Wilkie's Movies and Music. We've had Curtis Selby. And although she's not monetized yet, we have had Flow with Jess on here, who has recently passed. Well, she's actually gotten past the 1,000 subscribers mark. We just got to get her to
The watch hours.
the watch hours, and she will be monetized as well. So you know, I really feel pretty strongly about that whole Together We Grow thing. I think
Absolutely.
we're really making that happen. You know.
That's why I started Thursday Things, to help promote other YouTubers. And now I'm expanding on that, so it's not just helping you to promote your channel, but if you've got a thing you're really excited about that you want to talk about, I'm happy to have you on so you can share your love of the whatever it may be. And that's something that I'm going to be talking about tonight, something that I absolutely love. But first I want to congratulate Geek Flag with Nate for celebrating 10 months of membership, saying, I am still here, Nutters. He gives me a little kiss.
You are wonderful, my friend. Super appreciate you.
Thank you so much, sweetie.
Yep.
Usan G said, I'll check the bill. I haven't unchecked it, but who knows?
Okay,
Yeah.
now I'm going to tell you something else, and I think USRNG here is kind of disproving what a lot of people have been saying. A lot of people have been saying, well, it's not just enough for you to hit the notification bell. You've got to go there, you've got to watch a couple videos and comment there, or YouTube will unsubscribe you. USRNG is always here. He's always seeing videos. I know you're hitting that thumbs up on every video you watch. You're always commenting. So if you're not getting notifications, it's not because of any of those reasons. There's something else going on with the YouTube.
Yeah, it's YouTube likes to take away subscribers. I think that they will periodically just go, we're just going to, you know, like if you got the notification bell, we're just going to take that off of a whole bunch of people just to screw with them.
Right.
I mean,
just whatever.
I have no
just
idea.
Whatever, yeah.
But that seems to be the way that YouTube likes to be.
It's just how they
Also,
roll.
if I have not said a hi, sweetie, in the chat to you, please let me know because I got to say my hi, sweeties.
Absolutely.
Okay. Like Troy was saying earlier, I did get a nap in today. Now, there have been a couple of days where I wasn't feeling well. I'm feeling better. But today I was so exceptionally tired, like in the way, like if you are sick. And it's like, I don't get it. Because I lay down after work about 4:30 or so. And I napped for, I want to say at least 3.5 hours. So I should not be tired. I feel exhausted. I feel like I have not slept in like 48 hours. That's how tired I feel. Troy, can you tell me when I got up, I was like a zombie, and that's not me. He knows that's not me. So it's just
If
like,
she was a zombie, by now she would have starved to death because there's otherwise no brains in this house.
well, you did just make some, well, we call it fart meat. What is it actually?
Taco meat. It's just taco meat.
Yeah. So at least I can have meat if I want. So there's protein there, even if there's no brains.
Right. Exactly.
Brains. Well, one of the things I wanted to talk about, I said this is one of my favorite things, is
These are a few of her favorite things.
yes. We have cold and flu season coming on us, and I've had a couple of people even saying that they've been sick lately. Connie's been one of them. My sister from another mother.
Sister from another mister. It's got a rhyme.
No, because we always talk about mom. We never talk about her dad. We always talk about her mom.
Okay.
So she's my sister from another mom.
Okay. Whatever.
Maria has been ill too. She was telling me how she goes, I don't know what's wrong with me. She goes, I was throwing up all night and on this, and she just felt really horrible. So there's something going around. Flu season is coming upon us, and so I'm going to share with you, and you can either get a pen and paper, write this down now, or come back and
Do it later.
yeah, do it later. You could do either. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to type something. I can't type and talk at the same time, apparently. I think. Yes. Okay. Now I can type. I'll be trying to type something at work, and if my nails are just a little too long, and I keep my nails pretty short, I'm hitting other keys, and it's like, that's not what I wanted to do. You know. So what I want to share with you tonight are my two favorite when I'm getting sick recipes, because both of them help tremendously. First one I have mentioned so many times on the channel, but It's just usually kind of in passing and just kind of quick. Oh, and hi, I got 540 Studios in the house.
Hey,
How you doing,
I was
sweetie?
just talking about you. I was just saying how I'm going to be on your channel next week. So there you go.
Yeah, and I'm feeling kind of jealous because I haven't been invited. And of course, I put my hi, sweetie, in the chat for you. GEEK, I'm not going to try and find the comment to pull it up because it's easier to do it on YouTube to look or to read
I got it. So, okay, Troy, I've noticed that when I turn on my computer or phone, I see general advertisements for different YouTube channels, and the ones I'm subscribed to usually have the table that says notify me, and if I click on it, it will notify me with when the new video is dropped. Now, I'll tell you what I get, which I find incredibly annoying. When I turn on my phone, I will suddenly be bombarded with like 37, messages from YouTube about all the different videos that have gone live since or been released or whatever since I had my phone off. And half of them are ones I've seen already or whatever the case is. I just got to swipe right. I mean, I guess the one upside is I can always hit the watch later if I haven't gotten to it yet, because that's kind of how I do. I'll save a lot of those videos that I get notified on to watch later because I want to watch them together with Ned or on the big screen.
Yeah, then Nate said, notify me, and if I click it, it will notify me if the new video is dropped. And then G said, I tried that, but even unable to even sign into the show on Troy's channel.
Huh. That is so damn weird.
Yeah, it's like, what, are they hiding us or something?
I can promise you that there is nobody on my channel that is like blocked or anything like that.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, there's a couple of like known trolls that have been blocked, but
yeah, I have only ever blocked one person, like totally completely from my channel, and this is a person that was a troll that I blocked like 2 or 3 years ago because they kept coming in saying if it wasn't derogatory things, there were things that were totally off topic and trying to derail what was going on in the show, and it's like, you know what, no, you're not doing this here.
I won't even mention the name of the channel because I don't want to give him, her, and it was a him, her, any notoriety.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the other one.
I'm talking about one on my channel. I wasn't talking about
that
one.
Yeah, the one that I blocked was a female, but she was very strange. So anyway, I would like to talk about my favorite go-to recipes for when you are feeling ill. And I would suggest that as soon as you start feeling ick, start putting these together. In fact, you might even want to put these together before, like if you know, okay, right around this time of year, I'm going to start getting sick, make these now. So the first one I want to go over, I said, I've mentioned these before in passing before, but I never gave like really the full recipe. So I'm going to do that now.
Oh, you're going to give quantities this time so that people don't OD on ginger?
Yes. I'll tell you a funny story about that. So the first one is the lemon, ginger, and honey in a jar. So basically you want some sort of jar. A cleaned up pasta sauce jar, canning jar, any sort of jar. And about that big.
It's a good idea to maybe clean and sterilize it, but yes, do that.
Yeah, just throw it in the dishwasher or clean it with hot water. It doesn't need to be like, super sterile, just clean. And then the actual recipe calls for 2 lemons, thoroughly cleaned, 2 pieces of ginger. No, you need more than that. Raw honey, and it asks for a 12-ounce mason jar. So, like I said, like the size of a pasta jar, something like that is generally what I use. And then what it says, it might actually, the actual recipe comes with pictures of them pouring honey into a jar. So what you're basically going to do is you're going to take your lemon, you're going to cut it into slices, Then take those slices and cut them into fourths. Okay, so now you've got a bunch of little lemony pieces. For your ginger, you can use fresh ginger, like ginger root, or you can use candied ginger. I tend to use candied ginger. When I'm using the candied ginger, each piece is about a little bit bigger than the size of a quarter. So I will cut that into fourths as well. If you are using fresh ginger root, keep in mind that it's going to be a little bit stronger. Those of you who have been tuning in know that I've been taking a class. I've been mentioning it on Troy's Liquid Lunch channel. I've been taking a class with my company that has been lasting from 11 a.m. Central until 12:30 p.m. Central. And my instructor is like coughing and all that. She's got the crud in my throat like I got. And then she'll start like losing her voice and sound really gravelly. So I gave her my recipe. And the last class we had, which was yesterday, because today some emergency came up in our company and she couldn't do it. And it has to be rescheduled. But she goes, yeah, I really need to alter the recipe because my throat is burning from the ginger. And I'm like, how much did you use? And she basically used a bunch. And I said, yeah, you probably want to halve or quarter the amount that you're using, because it really also depends on your tolerance for ginger. Like for me, I can't have a lot of ginger because it will burn my throat. It's just very strong. But the candied ginger cut in little quarters, and when I'm putting my tea, it's, for lack of better phrasing, diffused, so it's not as strong, and I can tolerate it. Not that I actually like eat it, it's more for flavor, but it's not as strong, so somebody that's like me that doesn't want to, if I accidentally eat the ginger, not get the really strong ginger explosion in my throat, then yeah, the smaller pieces help. So what you're going to do with this lemon and the ginger is you're going to do alternating layers of it in the jar that you're using. So first I usually put down the lemon, then I'll do the ginger, then lemon, then ginger, lemon, ginger, until I've got it near the top of the jar. As I said, I use candied ginger, so for candied ginger, it's okay to do the layers like that, and it's fine. If you're using fresh ginger root, I would suggest doing not as much ginger because it's going to be very strong. Once you have your jar filled, you are going to fill the entire jar with honey. It is best if you can leave the jar at least 24 hours, because then the juices from the lemon and everything from the ginger and all that all kind of mix together, and it makes a very nice I almost said antidote. Anti-inflammatory for like if your throat is sore. I use this one a lot when I'm starting to lose my voice. So it's a good inflammatory. It's got antioxidants in it. It's all natural, so you know what's in it. And let me see if this one says exactly what which part is used for what.
So keep in mind, this is where I pull in my holistic medicine research from all my time in doing the Victorian reenactings. Honey has natural antibiotics in it. Lemon helps dry out those. Well, ginger and lemon both have the effect of an expectorant. It pulls that mucus out of your chest and throat, helps dry that out a bit. And although this wasn't originally how this particular remedy was marketed, ginger, lemon, and honey are all great if you have an upset and nauseated stomach. In fact, if you're really having problems with your stomach, feeling sick, just take some of that raw ginger root and chew on it.
Or the candied ginger.
Or the candied ginger.
Or if you want to be like Troy, he buys the diet ginger beer. It's non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
And he'll when he's starting to feel like an upset stomach or whatever, he just has some of that and he feels so much better.
Yep.
So then after you have your nice little mixture here in a jar, and it is also an immunity boosting, so it's really great. After you have this mixture, and if you can let it sit for a while, the longer it sits, the better the juices have a chance to mix together. And I will, after I've used a little bit of it, so I got some room in the jar, I'll actually take a tablespoon and kind of mix it up a little bit so that the juices are really incorporating. But what then I will do is, after I've let it sit, I will make myself a cup of tea. Then I will take at least 2 tablespoons of the liquid mixture and put that in my tea. I'll also take a couple of little pieces of the lemon slices and the ginger slices and add that in there too. So I got that little bit extra. After I've had at least 2 cups of this, I am feeling human again. And so this is my go-to for when I'm starting to feel real ick. I start making this. Troy knows when it's like, oh, you got lemons on the list again, you got honey on the list again.
Yeah.
That I need to make this because I'm starting to feel ick, and it's that time of year for me. This is one of the few things that has helped me to feel human. Because you know, when you're feeling sick, you don't feel human. And hello to Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips.
Hey Wade, good to see you.
So that is recipe number 1. Let me know if you have any questions, if there's something that wasn't clear, because I would like to clear that up for you. As I said, that is my favorite go-to recipe, and that's the one that I use the most. The other one, as soon as I say hello to Real Wade Nation, I can't talk today. Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips in the chat, which I just did. There we go. The other recipe is, believe it or not, homemade cough drops. And as you can guess, there is ginger in this one as well. So this one, I said, if you don't want to write this stuff down now, watch this later, pause, write down the ingredients and everything, and how to make it, and you are going to love this. So, the way the instructions read is, when your nose is blocked and the cough sets in, most people are usually at their wits' end. You swallow medicine, gurgle specific solutions, rub ointments into your skin, and simply try everything that advertisements claim as successful. With this little guide, you won't need to do any of that, and they don't usually work anyway. These cough drops contain all the important ingredients to kill off any cold or flu. Goodness. Okay, so first things you are going to need: 8 ounces of sugar, which is basically 1 cup. 4 ounces of water, which is basically a half a cup. 1 tablespoon freshly squeezed lemon juice. I've actually just used the stuff out of the like buy the bottle of the stuff and use that, and it works just as fine. 1 tablespoon of honey. A half tablespoon ground ginger. A 1/4 teaspoon ground cloves. Now, anyone that knows how I bake or cook, I will usually add a little bit more than that because it's like, it doesn't seem like enough. So I will typically up my cloves to the half tablespoon, and it still works. You also get that nice clove smell. Oh, I love the smell of ground cloves. So what you're going to do is you're going to mix all the ingredients in a pot and let it boil. And this is what I was looking for the other recipe. The honey is an anti-inflammatory, the ginger strengthens the immune system, and the cloves are an antioxidant. Together they provide an all-rounded defense which these illnesses fear. Once the mixture has come to a boil, allow it to simmer for about 20 minutes, and I made a note that if I'm using a specific pan, it's only 17 minutes. And you want to stir regularly. So don't just put it on the stove and let it go. It will scorch if you're not stirring regularly.
Yeah, if you have any experience making toffees or candies or whatever, you might want to take into account what you know about how long you boil it. As far as hardness goes, you are looking to, make hard lozenges, but your mileage may vary on
right.
that.
then the recipe say to sit the pot aside to cool a little. Now, I also made notes for myself, 5 minutes, but if I use this specific pot, then it's only 3 minutes. The sugar should have caramelized at this point, which gives the substance a thick, sticky consistency. So it's going to be thick. If it's real thin, you want to heat it up again and cook a little bit longer because it's not ready. Now, for the next part, it says to put out like parchment paper and put little, like scoop with a tablespoon, little drops on there. I found this to be extremely tedious, messy, and frustrating. What I do instead is you get the little bullet ice cube trays. I mean, they're the tiny ice cube trays. They're kind of like, they're bullet shaped, you know. I have at least 4 of those. I will typically end up using about 2.5 for one batch. Spray them with butter first so that the mixture doesn't stick, because otherwise you are not getting those things out. I made that mistake the first time I used these.
Yep.
So spray them really good with butter spray, and then just fill them up. Make sure that they are even across the top. Try to get any excess off the top so you're not ending up with one big block. And like I said, I usually end up filling about 2 1/4, 2.5 trays with the mixture. So after you do that, you're going to let this sit for a couple of minutes. It needs to harden. It needs to become firm. So then after it's firmed up, and you can, like touch it with your finger, and you can tell if it's still sticky, and soft, or if it's firm. Once it's firm, you're going to crack them out of the ice cube trays into a bowl with powdered sugar. The powdered sugar is there so that they don't stick together. I tried it once without powdered sugar, going, I don't need the powdered sugar. I ended up with one big lump stuck together that was one of those things where I had to chisel each piece away to try and take it. It was a nightmare. So learn from my mistakes. You may be thinking the same thing. I don't want to use powdered sugar. You can use cornstarch if you really want to.
Yeah.
But powdered sugar has a better flavor. So you're going to make sure that these are totally covered in the powdered sugar. And then you're going to transfer the cough drops to, I would say, another jar, like another pasta jar or something like that. Something that's got a lid so it's going to be kind of airtight. And then whenever you need a cough drop, pop one of these things in your mouth. Or you can drop one in your tea if you really want to. I've done that too. But yeah, I just suck on these things, and that also helps my throat and stave off kind of the ick feelings. Let me see if I have any other notes here on that one. Yeah, this one came with pictures too. Of course, they're calling them bonbons. That says, but now you have beautiful cough drops on hand for that health emergency. These bonbons can be dropped also in hot water where they can turn into a delicious tea.
I hadn't thought about that. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, I've dropped them in my tea, so... but yeah, that is... Oh, apparently I've got a clear copy of the recipe that it hasn't been spilled all over, stapled to it underneath. But yeah, those are my 2 go-to recipes. Let me call this up in the actual... Where to go? Okay, USRG says,
yeah,
this recipe could benefit from adding cloves if there's a mild infection. Yeah, cloves might be an acquired taste because they have a very strong flavor. Oh, cloves smell so good.
And we here in the States, cloves are an important part of just about every recipe at the holidays. So we're pretty used to that. Yeah,
USRG also says in Indonesia, they have you chew whole cloves for sore throat or infected tooth. Oh, I never thought to just chew on the cloves themselves. Okay. Cloves are bacterial, static, and reduce pain.
Yep.
I just learned something new. And also says the tiny ice trays is a good idea. Normally I use a measuring cup with a spout. I use rice flour. Okay, great idea. Yeah, like I said, doing the recipe as it said trying to take a spoonful of it and making drops on wax paper or parchment paper was so frustrating and sticky, and it made a big mess. And I'm like, there's got to be an easier way. So it was one of those things where I'm looking around at, what else can I use for this? And saw we had one at the time, one bullet tray, and I'm like, I can try this. So I made the mistake of not putting butter spray in first, but it worked out. As far as them being a consistent size and shape, which is also important. And as I had a heck of a time getting them out, but the next time I sprayed it with butter, and they just pop out so easy. And I said they're consistent size, and all that. So you're not getting something really big and then something's really small or whatever. You're getting consistency each time. So yeah, those are my favorite ones. If any of you have favorites of your own that you would like to share, please let us know. Because there are some things that people are like, oh, this is my tried and true. I use this. This absolutely works. Da, da, da. Like, I'm forgetting who it was. I want to say it was Jesse Guajardo who told me about the guava nectar.
Yeah.
That I had tried, and actually really tasty. And that did help me when I was sick. Was it 2 years ago? Where I had that weird illness that my doctors weren't even able to figure out what the heck was wrong with me. But I tried the guava nectar and I felt better. So there's another go-to for you if you want to try something else. Let's see. And Mark says tea with a little blackberry brandy.
Yeah, he just...
I think we got some of that.
Yes, we absolutely do. He recently reacquired some old bottles of brandy that he has found a true medicinal use from.
Some liquors are really good for medicinal purposes, like a hot toddy. So
here's and maybe as we get into the season, maybe I'll talk more about the medicinal use of alcohol. Alcohol absolutely is a diuretic. It dries you out. If you have a bad cold, you can't breathe, your sinuses are stuffed up, and you want to take a decongestant, unless, of course, you are someone who is terribly sensitive to alcohol, you are easily addictive, whatever, and are avoiding alcohol, or if you are a practicing Muslim and don't touch alcohol, then I would recommend trying some alcohol. And I don't mean beer. This is not something where beer is going to help you. You are going to want something like a whiskey, or a shot of Jägermeister or something like that.
Yeah, it's like I will take a shot of Jaeger sometimes just because it's like, well, not only is it yum, but it does help with opening me up a little bit. Because like I said, it's the closest thing I found to Vicks Formula 44, the original recipe.
But what I was going to say is that's exactly why... and that's the other thing I was getting at. Not only is it a decongestant, and it will help you get that stuff up out of your chest, but it also will soothe a sore throat, which is why the hot toddy exists. It is exactly the reason that cough syrups exist. Cough syrups all started out as high alcohol elixirs for dealing with the sore throat. Now, of course, now they add things like codeine and stuff to it, and all kinds of other chemicals that can be addictive. Let's be honest. They may make you feel good in the short term, but they can cause more problems than they solve.
Yeah. Connie Cleary says, I sent a breakfast recipe via DM. Okay, I'll look at that in a minute. And then Geek Flag, what Nate said, I've been having a chronic pain in the bottom of my left foot. It feels like 1,000 little needles sticking into the bottom of my foot. Been to the doctor. They have no idea what it is. Interesting. Does your ankles and legs swell up as well? And does your foot swell? Because it's like, both Troy and I have well, Troy had had it a lot longer than me, but I had been diagnosed with like an edema in my feet and ankles, which we have no idea what's causing it. I mean, I'm on the thin side, so it's not like I'm heavy set and my weight is causing the edema, like, which is what had happened with Troy. His weight had caused the edema, and even though he had lost weight, he still has edema now and then and has to wear what we call the squeezy socks. But when I feel like that kind of pain in my foot or the swelling and all that, I'll put on the compression socks, and it does make it feel better. So you maybe try compression socks and see if that helps. And of course, if it doesn't, you want to take them off, immediately. But that might be something that could help that. And Nate says, did you know that Jedimaster was first invented as a medicine? It was made to induce vomiting, and you can still find bottles being sold in pharmacies in Germany. Someone actually threw up Jägermeister?
Well, if you drink enough of it, I'm sure you will throw it up. You drink enough of any kind of alcohol, you will.
Oh, he says, no swelling, just constant pain. And when I get home from work and take off my work boot, it hurts worse for like an hour. My goodness. Maybe see a podiatrist rather than a regular doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell your family doctor that you need to get a referral to a podiatrist. Because
I mean,
that's their
you
specialty.
know what I've been going through. I was having pain in my foot. I went to see a podiatrist. She took an x-ray and goes, oh, you broke your foot.
Yeah. I said, when Troy told me he was having this pain, I figured it was, and the way he described it, I thought he had gotten a foot cramp and it just got really deep and wasn't going away. But then after a month, I'm like, okay, you've had this for a month. There's something wrong. And that's when she's like, yeah, you broke your foot. And it was like, wait, what? So yes, tell your doctor you need a referral to a podiatrist. Well, actually, I don't know what your insurance plans are like. You may not need a referral, but go see a podiatrist. Either get a referral from your doctor, or if you can just simply go see one, because that's their specialty. You could very well have, broken something in your foot, torn a ligament, something like that, or torn a muscle rather, and that's what's causing the pain. For Troy, he had torn something along with the fracture, and the fracture is filling in now. And he's not quite healed yet. They said a couple more weeks, so we're going back in 2 months, and they think by then he should be like fully healed. But he still can't walk around like barefoot or anything until the next appointment. He has to wear slippers or like gym shoes or something.
I've been actually wearing gym shoes because I figure they've got arch support in them.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's really the... Yeah. It seems to be working for me.
Mark says, I want to see the guy Troy kicked.
Yeah, right. Don't make me break my foot off in your ass.
Okay, let me go to Twitter. Let me go to my DMs, and let me see this recipe from Connie.
From Connie, yeah.
Okay. What is it called? It's just a good breakfast recipe. South of the border, hash brown bake. This sounds really good.
That's another thing. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there that are like how to make your own version of or whatever. Who's that cook that does the shorts? With the
B. Dylan Hollis.
And the floof powder.
B. Dylan Hollis.
B. Dylan Hollis, yeah. He just recently did one for how to make your own
Almond
Joy and peppermint patties. And I'm like, if you can make your own stuff, at least then you know exactly what's in it. But there's a lot of other videos out there of people making, Big Macs and tacos like Taco Bell and stuff like that. And again, at least this way, I mean, they're still not going to be healthy. Let's be honest. You're not eating them for your health, but at least you know what's in it,
they don't
and
have
you can control
extra
what's
chemicals
in it.
and stuff in there. And then what's
And
that
fillers.
one YouTuber, the female chef that will take something and then try to recreate it?
I don't remember. She makes like
she obviously works in a high-end kitchen.
Yeah,
and, she'd be
and
like,
she
okay,
makes like gourmet versions of. She made like gourmet version of Krispy Kreme. She made, I don't remember what all.
or even just trying to duplicate
Yeah.
how to do things. Like she's done, different types of cookies, like Twix or Three Musketeers, where it's like, okay, the whipping that I've made, it's not quite right. It's too firm. It's not, like fluffy enough, and the chocolate doesn't taste like the chocolate for this. And she'll have like her crew taste the stuff, and they'll be like, yeah, it's not quite right. Something's not something's off here. And she'll keep trying over and over again until she gets where it tastes just like the original.
I will say one thing about that, though. You have to understand that a lot of the processed foods that are out there, you only like the flavor of them because it's what you know, it's what you've come to associate with certain memories and stuff. I will tell you, from having tried chocolate from all over the world, Hershey's chocolate sucks. I'm sorry, come at me on that, but if you've grown up in the United States, all you know is Hershey chocolate. Everywhere else in the world, they taste Hershey's and they say it tastes like vomit because there's a high acid content in it. There's a lot of additives in it that actually are illegal in other countries.
Here's another thing. I used to work many moons ago for Godiva Chocolates, or Godiva Chocolatier.
Yeah.
And I used to work in Water Tower place downtown Chicago. First day on the job, there was like me and another girl. Our boss said, okay, I want you to do something. Go down to the first floor by the newsstand. There's a Fannie Mae chocolate there. Go in there and just tell me what you smell. And we're like, what? She goes, just do it. She goes, I guarantee that you will smell paraffin wax. So we go down there, we walk in, and now I'm like kind of aware of it. I'm like, yeah, I can smell it. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It wasn't the first day. This was after our first week. She goes, go down there. And so we came, we're like, yeah, we can smell that. And she goes, that is the difference between Godiva chocolate and other chocolates. Other chocolates use paraffin in their chocolates to help them keep their shape and last longer, where Godiva chocolate is kosher. There's no paraffin in any of the chocolate. And we used to get a lot of Jewish customers. And we had some people that would come in and they're like, yeah, I need a gift for someone. I'm like, well, did you know that, if you're buying this for someone who is Jewish, that this chocolate is kosher? And they're like, wait, it is? And they would end up buying like 5-10 pounds of the chocolate because it's kosher. So if you're Jewish or have Jewish friends and you want to buy them chocolate, you can buy them Godiva. It is kosher.
Let's be specific. If you have friends that are Jewish that keep kosher, that's the only reason it would be important.
Well, sometimes just even they don't necessarily totally keep kosher, but
I will tell you this. In addition to that, though, my brother had I don't want to call it an allergy, but he loved chocolate, but he had a bad reaction to it. It made him very, very phlegmy. His doctor said, I'm going to make a recommendation to you. If you want to give him a treat of chocolate, get him kosher chocolate. He won't have that problem. And sure enough, it was true. He didn't.
Yeah, so, and if you are also sensitive to the wax in chocolate, that's like Godiva. It's on the pricey side, I'm not going to lie. When I worked there, it had gone from $12.50 a pound to $22 a pound just in the 3 years I worked there.
Yeah.
I'm hesitant to know what it is. Actually, I'm going to look this up now.
I haven't been keeping up on the markets, but the price of chocolate in general has gone up because there's been a number of blights that have hit world chocolate crops, making it fairly challenging to get. It is in high demand, low supply.
Okay, just doing a Google search of Godiva Chocolatier Gourmet Chocolates. A 72-piece box is $195 at Walmart. A 26-piece box is $135.
Yeah. Like I said, chocolate has gotten very, very expensive.
36 pieces, $78. It's like, are you people high?
Well, that's what they have to charge. Like I said, it's gotten expensive.
And then right underneath that, it says, why is Godiva chocolate so expensive? Due to air freight shipping and import taxes, Godiva is, believe it or not, substantially more expensive in Asia. Therefore, those buyers think they're getting a bargain gift to take home.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay. And apparently Godiva Chocolate has announced at some point that they are going to be shutting down all 128 of its U.S. and Canada stores by March.
Wow.
Due to in-person consumer habits completely changing by the pandemic. Dang.
Yep.
Now, one thing I did like about Godiva Chocolates when I worked there, their truffles were amazing. They were so fluffy inside, and they would just pretty much melt in your mouth. Those were my favorites. Oh, let me go back to the chat because I don't want to miss nobody. And I gotta scroll up because I know I've missed some chatter.
And ordinarily I wouldn't bother you with this, but keep in mind that we don't want to go too late tonight
Yes.
because deleted scenes.
Exactly. Geek Flag did say that he needs a referral for his insurance.
Yeah.
And I have to do the thing where I redirect because...
I'm just going to drop it right into the chat so you can get it from the chat and the chat can see it too.
But I have to be out of the chat in order to...
Well, I could drop it in the private chat too.
Yeah, do that because I can't see it if I'm trying to customize.
There you go.
Redirect.
We're going to show for you over there as soon as we end the stream. Take you over to deleted scenes.
Yes, we are.
Okay, I'm now seeing 10 people watching. Make sure that there's 10 thumbs. Y'all.
Y'all?
Y'all.
Save. Okay. So yes.
I should have refreshed because there's actually 14 thumbs up.
I have 15.
Oh, okay.
Yusunji says these made chocolate treats with 100% cocoa baker's chocolate. Yeah, some of the chocolate is just too bitter, depending on the what do you call it, the cocoa content in it. Like I cannot handle real bitter chocolate. Troy loves it.
Keep in mind,
like,
when you are making your own chocolate, you can decide how much sugar goes into it.
Exactly.
And Jesse says, "Okay, I just came back, and the first thing I hear is now talking about sweets." There you go. That's not a bad thing. There's 15 thumbs up. Okay, there we go.
And I'm not even sure how we transitioned into chocolate, but okay. But yeah, Troy is right that Hershey's chocolate does have contaminants in it that, like I said, other countries are like, that stuff is garbage. We do like Cadbury, and I will typically buy
preferably the Cadbury that you can't get here in the United States is really the best.
I tend to buy from like the English tea store, or there's another British candy shop, I think it's called. Or,
yeah.
But yeah, if you look up like different chocolates, Troy likes Curly Whirlies. So like if I look up Curly Whirly, I will find
those of
British
you
tea store.
Those of you that grew up here in the States and are about my age, in your like 50s or so, you remember Marathon bars?
Yeah.
That's what a Curly Whirly is.
Yeah, so it's like I get from the English tea store, I get from the British Food Depot. And right now, the British Food Depot is actually cheaper than the English tea store for those. If you like curly whirls or marathon bars, as they used to be called, that's like where you want to shop from. And you can also get jelly babies and things like that there too, if you are a Doctor Who fan and you like those. Okay, real quick, because we do want to direct people over to Deleted's channel. Coming up tomorrow on Liquid Lunch.
So tomorrow's Liquid Lunch, I will be talking about what I am going to be drinking on Friday and give you a history of the drink. You got a little sneak peek of it a little while ago if you were paying attention to Nate's comments. And then tomorrow evening, of course, Last Call with Troy Pacelli. Speaking of Nate, he will be giving us our intro by telling us a little story about a close encounter that he had before we get into a bunch of other famous or maybe not so famous alien encounters. It's a UFO stream on Friday's Last Call at 9 Central, 10 Eastern. Should be a lot of fun. Yep, that's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow's Liquid Lunch and Friday Night Last Call.
Yep.
Saturday, we are over on Big Al's channel for Pride and Prejudice with Zombies.
Yes.
Brains.
It's a thing, and I kind of enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun, and let's face it, you know, it's gonna be a lot of fun hanging out with Big Al and the gang. So
Jesse says I have 19 likes. I'm showing 18. Okay, that's weird. Let's see. Sunday over on Geeky Geezers.
Yes. What am I going to be talking about? I actually don't know. I haven't put my notes together yet, so I really can't say. But we will bring you all the geek news that we have found throughout the week, at least the stuff that we found interesting. So come join us.
Monday, members movie night. Members night at the movies on Troy's channel. Do you have a movie that you guys are going to be watching?
I probably do. Let me take a look and see. I have a poll up for where the members have been choosing because of the UFO theme.
It's USIS. Unidentified shit in space.
Shit in space. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was. I couldn't think of the UAP. I guess is what they're calling it now.
I know. I like USIS. It's better.
There you go. Let's see here. My channel. Give me a second. I just want to get to my posts.
And while you're doing that, Sarnji said add a quarter cup of organic almond butter to each Baker's chocolate bar. I think they are 4 ounces. Makes the texture less hard. Oh, awesome!
There you go. Three alien movies: Dark Skies from 2013, Fire in the Sky from 1993, and Signs from 2002. Right now, Fire in the Sky is leading. It looks like by just a couple of votes. So members, make sure you get over there and vote for which of those 3 movies you want to see on Monday.
And Lady Miss just became a sweetie. Thank you so very much,
Lady
honey.
Miss, that is so sweet. Well, I guess she's a sweetie. So.
Yes, thank you, sweetie. Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you. And hello to Tim. Tim, we are just wrapping up, but if you stay put, you will be redirected to deleted scenes, so don't leave the spot. Do we know what we're doing on Tuesday?
Yes, Tuesday we will be watching the short films of short films of David Lynch. Brace yourself, folks. Some of them are pretty weird. Actually, they're all pretty weird. Let's just be honest there. That's on Last Call. That's Last Call. On live from Sparkwood and 21 on Deleted Scenes and Affiliates. And that will be followed by the next episode of Blake 7, which is Headhunter, about a murderous headhunting robot. That's at 10 o'clock
Okay.
Central on my channel.
You get the interesting ones, dear.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Let's see. Blake 7.
Yes.
There's
Just
Blake 7. Okay. Wednesday, nothing currently. Thursday, I don't have a guest. So if anybody would like to be a guest on Thursday things, drop me a DM. I'm happy to have you on. It's not even if you want to promote your channel. If you just want to talk about something you're really excited about, maybe something that you've been working on or whatever, let me know. Drop me a DM. Let's get you scheduled in so that we can get other people excited about the thing that you're excited about. And I think that wraps up our week. Try final words.
Oh, I just want to thank everybody for encouraging us, especially encouraging Netter. You guys are, what does she say? You guys are AWESMOE. We got a new member today. We got the super chats, and gosh, you guys are just.
Well, technically, we got 2 memberships because you got the gifted one.
You
from
got a
Deleted
gifted
Scenes.
membership too. So thank you guys so much. Everything you're doing is truly, truly appreciated. And yeah, I just hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, y'all know what I always say. We can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well good and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat, and you're dropping the comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, or whatever it may be. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're hanging out in our family room. We're passing the popcorn and having a great time. And you guys, you know you're not just our friends. You're our family. We love you guys and we appreciate you so very much. And you could be anywhere right now and you're here. That's so encouraging. And it's not just encouraging for those of us on the panel. It's encouraging to, to everybody that's in the chat. Because I know if they're like me, I love seeing you guys coming into the chat. It's like, look who's here, I get so excited. It may seem silly, but I get excited to see you guys. I get more excited to see you guys than my own family. So that's saying a lot.
I think it says more about her family than it does about you guys. But, take it as a compliment anyway.
Yeah, you guys are totally AWESMOE. So thank you for being here. Thank you for the many ways that you encourage us and support our channels. As I said, I got 2 new members tonight, 1 gifted and 1 not. I've gotten the super stickers, super chats. I mean, you guys are so amazing at AWESMOE. I was kind of running behind today, so I didn't even get to share out the stream. But so many people showed up today, so somebody must have shared it out to get other people to pop in. So thank you for that. You guys, I said I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys, because I don't do this for me. I do this for you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being my family and for being so encouraging. Remember to stay right here to be redirected to Deleted Scenes channel. And until next time, good night and God bless.
all for.